Okay, Troy Anderson back again, AndersonTrainingSystems.com. Got my dumbbells here. I'm going to use them since I'm filming this all by myself and don't have an assistance or anything. Going to talk about the Javorek sit-up for the Anderson Training Systems PT contest. You can sign up for it at exercisecontest.com. We'd love to have you over. We're going to change this. I'm a prior service member, so I know a little bit about PT tests. I facilitated a few PT tests. I understand how truly ineffective the traditional military sit-up is for abdominal training. And ideally, all of us want to get a little bit of abdominal training out of our workouts. You know, we want to work on the area, develop strength, and maybe drop a little fat. Direct exercises for the abdominal areas are the best way, but it should be incorporated in any good program. So we're going to look at the Javorek sit-up. This is going to be in the test. Again, the standards are 2 minutes, and our standards are going to be as such. I'm going to set it up here so you can kind of see. Javorek sit-up. Knees, lower leg, upper leg must stay at a 90. If we start to get extended out too far, that's going to be, we're going to have to be told to scooch forward. We're also not going to be allowed to do is lift our hips and pop ourselves up off the ground as such. So you can see that again, no hip popping as such. With the Javorek sit-up, we're actually going to touch fingertips, and they must stay on your shoulders at all times. So fingertips to shoulders, tuck chin to chest. This is preferable. The chin to chest thing is what's going to be required as well. And all we're going to do is we're going to curl ourselves up, touch, and then uncurl. The standard will be to get the shoulder all the way back to the ground. You won't be required to get your head back to the ground, but to get your whole shoulder to the ground. Again, the whole shoulder to the ground. So let me give you a demo. Curl the chest, curl up, touch. You're going to be required to touch. I did that one a little bit wrong. Somewhere just below the knee line. So it's going to be touch. We're looking at about midway in the thigh, actually. So it's going to be curl up and touch. All the way down, curl up and touch. Because we want this to actually be an abdominal training event, not a hip flexor training event. So again, feet are lower and upper leg at 90, feet flat on the ground. You'll have a holder for this during your testing. There'll also be a grader. You're going to have to get flat to the floor. Fingertips are going to have to stay on shoulders at all times, or it will not count as a repetition. There is no rest position. We're not going to be a rest position here. You'll be able to pause at the top, but you will not be able to stay up here and rest, okay? And then we're going to roll back down, shoulders down. So no resting on the floor, or you'll be terminated from your movement. So again, technique is no hip pop, knees bent at about a 90, upper and lower leg angle, chin to chest, fingertips on shoulders at all times, curl up, must touch, must all the way come back all the way down, no rest position. So no rest at the bottom, no hanging out here up at the top or holding on, okay? So again, very simple rules. You're going to knock out as many of those as you can. Make sure you practice these. And this is all an effort. And the reason this technique has changed is because we want to do as much abdominal training as possible. Again, not hip flex training. This is based on experience of watching hundreds of PT tests be performed and have them be performed very improperly for abdominal training. Fine for doing PT tests, but we're trying to do abdominal training as well as have a tool to objectively measure with during our PT test. So that's your Javorek sit-up PT test standards for the Anderson Training System PT tests coming up in May. We'd love to have you out, Tempe, Arizona. If you want to get more information like this video and some articles, stop by our website, AndersonTrainingSystems.com. If you want to sign up for the contest, be sure to get over to exercisecontest.com. We've got a couple different options for you to come participate. We'd love to have you out. Come take a look at it. We're going to be posting the video for the run and also give you some training tips on how to get better at each of the 3 events as well in the upcoming weeks. So keep an eye out. I want to help you do as best you can. Remember, there's 4 different categories. Men's Open, Women's Open, the Airborne Challenge, and the Ranger Challenge. Okay? 4 different categories depending on what you want to go after. Want to see you soon. ExerciseContest.com. Have a great day.